I'm at a home in North Edmonton that's recently had new windows installed by Centra Install Pros, and we're going to be talking about the benefit of putting new windows and even doors into your home. I'm joined by Tim with Centra Install Pros. And Tim, what are some of the benefits of installing new windows in our home?
You know, one of the big one is just energy efficiency and thermal performance of these new windows. A lot of these existing windows, single pane, double pane, they've got no low E coatings. And you know, you get such a large portion of your wall with just absolutely, basically no insulated value, no R value, no U value. Removing an existing window and installing with new, thermal performance, vinyl, multi-chambered, you just get energy efficiency right from the frame to the new glass coating, expansion foam insulation around the cavity. You're getting better watershed tie-ins directly back to your building envelope. So there's quite a myriad of different advantages that come from the full frame replacement and the new window installation. And it also really helps with building performance. Right. Furnace runs a lot less, you reduce your energy consumption, and Edmonton winters can be pretty harsh and pretty long. They
can, for sure, and so good quality windows is a must. What about the installation process? Is that also as important?
Yeah, it may be just as important. A good window done wrong, you've still got a bad window, right? So what we look to do is the full frame replacement. We want to remove existing windows. We want to see make sure there's not, rot components that have been hidden, that if you're not doing the full frame replacement, you don't get to see. We want to use, membranes and waterproofing, flashings, proper water diversion system. We want to make sure that, in the event that something goes wrong, water has a path to get out.
Right.
And we want to also be able to properly tie in things like spray foam. Proper adhesion of sealant is also very important. So yeah, the installation is probably almost as important as the actual manufactured product.
Okay, thank you, Tim. And stick around, we're going to be talking more with Centra Install Pros about windows, renovations, and even their warranty as we go throughout the morning. Well, I'm spending my morning talking about windows and doors with Centra Install Pros, and we're talking about the winter season, getting ready for it. Maybe you're starting to notice some drafts coming into the house, and we want to stop your energy bill from going too high. I'm joined by Tim. And Tim, what are some of the simple things that we can do in our home to maybe stop some of those drafts, and if we're not ready for a full renovation of our windows?
Yeah, I mean, there are a few options available to you. Majority of hardware stores are going to sell some of those like plastic wrap kits that you can kind of do the shrink wrap coating to the inside of it. Allows to eliminate a lot of the drafts that may come through, a little bit of a cold stop by having that second layer. A bit of a temporary solution, but every little bit helps right now, especially winter is fast approaching. Yes. And it gets cold quick here.
It sure does. And so maybe now we're ready to step up and do a full renovation.
Yep.
What are some of the steps that we need to take, and should we look to someone who does the whole process?
Yeah, I think it's important. One of the things that Centra does that sets us apart from some of the competitors in the market is right from the sales rep to the follow-up service at the end, it's all Centra employees. We don't do any subcontracting. We're all employee-owned. There isn't, a single owner that can vanish and the company disappears. So right from sale, manufacture, installation, warranty, service follow-ups, it's all going to be done in-house. There's no finger pointing. If something goes wrong, it's a Centra problem, and we fix it. We don't have to, search far and wide to try to pass the blame on to somebody. It's all in-house. It's all handled under the Centra umbrella, and it just really gives the customer peace of mind.
And the peace of mind also is your warranty.
That's right, a 30-year warranty on that as well. So, and that's just not on the parts. We're not going to, drop off the replacement part and then carry on. We don't just supply, we also do the labor as part of that warranty. So it's glass, it's install, it's frames, and it's the labor. And a lot of companies are just doing only the parts, and once it's a bit of a diminishing warranty, and near the end you're really not getting much of a return on that. We're 30 years through and through.
Perfect. Stick with us. We're going to talk more about what you can do to get ready for winter with your windows and doors. Well, I've been spending the morning talking about windows with Centra Install Pros, and we're now inside the home. New windows have been put in, and I'm joined by Tim. Tim, not all windows and doors are created the same. There's a wide variety that can be put into your home to help you save on your energy, as well as some other benefits that I hadn't thought about for windows.
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to thermal performance is the big one, and that's the obvious one. But some of the other things that different glass coatings, low E treatments can provide are things like preventing UV degradation on things like area rugs, artwork, hardwood floors, that type of thing. Lots of different glass options available. Dual pane, triple pane, again, 2 or 3 different low E coatings depending on what we're looking to do. And we offer it in a very a la carte way. Not all walls require the triple top of the line, but if you've got a large wall on a south elevation, you might want more UV protection. The triple glazed really does a lot with sound dampening. So if you're near a major roadway, that extra pane of glass, that extra air cavity not only offers better insulation value, but it also does a really good job of sound dampening as well.
Very cool. So that's something I hadn't thought about, the UV effects as well as the sound dampening. What about the age of our homes? Can these renovations be done on all ages?
Yeah, we take on just about all of it, right? We've done century homes where we've got to kind of maintain the existing aesthetic, right up to houses that were built in the 2000s, and we're taking existing vinyl windows out. So yeah, there's not much that we can't handle.
Perfect. And the installation process, you handle that right from the beginning to the very end.
That's right. Yeah, a Centra sales rep, Centra remeasure tech, Centra installer, Centra service and warranty, and all these things. It's all in-house, all part of the Centra family. So we do not do any subcontracting. We do not outsource any of that. It will everybody, employee ownership is one of the foundations that Centra was built on.
And we're going to talk more about that foundation and its importance when it comes to Centra Install Pros coming up. We've been spending the morning talking about new windows and doors and what it can do for your home. Now, this is a very big investment for many people, so you want to make sure you are doing it right. I'm with Tim from Centra Install Pros. And Tim, what are some of the things we need to think about for the process of getting new windows?
Yeah, there's a lot of information out there, different brands and different products, casements and sliders and pictures and awnings and doors, and, it can really be overwhelming. And I find that education is such a huge component before you make, like you said, a very long-term and a large financial investment, right? So, Centra's qualified sales team, they can come out, they can have a look at, see what's best. Not every house needs a triple glazed top of the line casement window. There's a lot of more economical options with some of our sliders, still meet all modern energy requirements. The efficiency is still a massive upgrade from some of the existing windows. Yeah, and another big part of it is just making sure that there is some confidence can be instilled from the company that you're dealing with. It's 30-year warranty. It's a 30-year investment, right? You don't want to have the company walk away and then you're fighting issues that may occur down the road, and that's where a qualified installation team, again, our in-house warranty is sort of industry leading, all being internally owned. As internal ownership really makes it, the guy who shows up at your door, he's got some skin in the game, right? It's not just a stop on the road, it's a career move, and we want to make sure that the quality of installation is something that we can say 30 years, no problem. Like we're not afraid of offering that, right? And that's why we can't option that, is because we know that, following modern code compliances and modern installation standards, we can walk away and say 30 years, not a worry.
Right. And so you really need to think about the process, the type of different products you want, and if you're unsure, you can always have someone come out and help you out. And again, warranty is key.
Absolutely. And there's no obligation, there's no cost. We love just talking windows, right? That's what we do. We call ourselves window geeks. It's one of the things that we love to do, is just come out and say, this one you might need a picture window in, this one you might need an awning, this one, for things like fire compliance. We make sure that everything is code, legal, up to the modern standard, and again, proper installation, proper thermal performance, and what suits each individual home and each individual customer.
Sure, and if you'd like to learn more, or maybe just talk with someone like Tim about windows, you can go to the website at the bottom of your screen for more information.